Barclays, the Old Heads Podcast. Yo. This job be a woman, the Old Heads Podcast. Yo.
Go.
Yeah, buddy. Old Heads episode 124. The Kobe edition, of course. We got to show some love to Bean today, man. The Kobe edition. I'm your co-host, Omar, a.k.a. O'Milly, a.k.a. that dude, a.k.a. Mr. Rello. If you know, you know. Back in the basement, man. If y'all first time checking us out, we're a sports entertainment podcast, and we got a great show today lined up. Of course, we're going to be talking about Kobe Bean Bryant and his legacy, some of our favorite moments and this and that from him, as well as a lot of people compare Kobe to MJ. Well, I wanted to see who you guys felt was the closest thing to Kobe Bryant. And then our 10 questions this week, oh man, we got a good one. 10 questions this week. 10 players who you think would have amassed similar or maybe even better statistics than LeBron James if they would have played just as long and just as many games. But before we get into any of that, I'm going to let these brothers introduce themselves, man. Old Heads episode 124. Let's get into it. Yiddy.
Yeah.
It's your boy Coop.
It's your man Hendo G, a.k.a. French Loaf, a.k.a. Mr. Honey Pack, a.k.a. the man who be smoking that stuff.
Yes, sir.
That's
Yes,
the next
sir.
shirt.
Yes,
That's the next
sir.
shirt.
Yes, sir. Absolutely. But hey, if y'all first time checking us out, we start every episode with Hendo's hot take. Hendo, what's the hot take?
Shit, man, I believe we done did what we had to do, man. We had to get rid of that goddamn coach, man. Ain't no way in hell, man, we losing the type of games and how we losing them, man. There's no way we competing with these teams and losing these close-ass games time in and time out, man. Let's keep it a buck. We sat here and we sat here and defended this man for so long and stuff to the point where it's just so hard to defend him anymore, man. Some of them losses was just mishandled, and it has to be from a standard where it has to come from that person right there. And I believe normally I'm not one to let a guy go in the middle of the season, but he was going to continually get blamed for anything that go wrong, so you might as well just take all the excuses and shit it out the door. It was bound to happen. What had happened, happened. Now, I don't know how he made it back from Detroit. I'm sure as soon as that game was over, I promisely said, as soon as that motherfucker gets back to Hallis Hall, he gonna be meeting at the door, and the door gonna be locked and shit. They be like, "What you want? Hey, can I come in?" Like, hell no, dog. You know what happened, man? Hell, we left it in your car. We left it on top of your car. It's your severance pay, man. Get up out of here, dog. We don't want to see you around here no more. You can come to the games, but you can't come through this area no more. You gotta pay like that.
They had it on video. It didn't quite happen like that. He walked up to it and that motherfucker put his key code in like 3 times.
Yeah, it didn't work out.
Didn't work.
And he kind of looked around, and next thing you know,
The security was looking at him on the other side.
No, you saw 2 big motherfuckers with his stuff just walking to him. He like, "Hey guys," they like, "Hey."
And it was Tevin Jenkins, 2 other niggas leaving with him.
They dropped that shit right in front of him.
There was 2 other niggas gonna be Two other niggas gonna be had with
No,
that.
it was them delivering. They started laughing, and when they turned around, it was 2 other big niggas.
You went way out shit, nigga, yeah.
Well,
With
I
they
gotta help, you know.
Appreciate y'all to get them other 2 boxes.
But it was
Teamwork.
bad. It was
Teamwork.
bad to see that we come out in these games and we're so stagnant in the first half, and then we always have to play comeback warriors. It's not a bad thing. I think I'm not gonna say it's a bad thing, but it's not a good thing to the point where it's not so far from being good because we're having a guy who know that can come back.
Your team finished out strong.
Well, not only that, but we see a guy who can make comebacks. There's certain things that quarterbacks will struggle to do. Me and my friends, we always talk about things where like you have your quarterbacks that are good while they're up. Certain quarterbacks do very well while they have the lead. Not too many quarterbacks do well when they have to fight to get the lead. There's only a handful of guys with these type of comebacks. Matt Stafford's a very good case of that. Jared Goff started to become one. He has some nice little comeback games. Tom Brady, Matt Ryan even has some nice little comeback games. He done tricks them off too. Don't get it wrong. Kirk Cousins, he's starting to work on becoming somebody like that in these late games. He's
You know the greatest ever, John Elway, but yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But the whole thing is we're still literally watching him put us back in games, being down in these, and all he's doing is scoring, getting back in games. Well, why so late? And then the type of mistakes that we're having is actually proving why Eberflus has probably had to go. We're in our own way a lot of these times where we're getting the stupidest fucking calls. Now, I can understand these calls with the shifting, the legal shifting. I can understand those calls because those are little knick-knack ass calls that the referee throw in. And that wavers from arena to arena, refereeing staff to refereeing staff. So those kind of calls I can understand. But the offsides, the what do you call the when you get the
chopping?
No, not even that. The when you fuck a player up, you get like for like a late hit calls and shit like that. When you get those type of calls, just stupid calls where personal fouls.
Yeah.
Where you're getting shit like that a lot. That's kind of reflecting, and we're seeing like a lot of that getting away. And it happened in that Commander game, and it started trickling here and there where you're starting to see these little personal stupid fouls and just not really having a good grasp on the team. It looks like everything's kind of getting away from him and stuff. He was looking flustered as shit, man. I ain't gonna lie. He's just over there looking like shit, nigga. I'm waiting to go. So, like I said, I think what happened need to happen. That's my hot take.
Hey, that's hot take, man. Black fact of the week. Everyone talks about Caitlin Clark, and it is undeniable. I didn't necessarily think she maybe deserved first team this year, but that's another episode. But she is a phenomenal player. But a young lady who did get a lot of flack for, so per se, so look, Caitlin Clark slander or hate, if you want to say, is Cheryl Swoops. But let's not forget, Cheryl Swoops was the first woman athlete, not basketball player, first woman athlete to get her own signature shoe with Nike. So, man, put some respect on Cheryl Miller's name, man. Real talk, one of the greatest basketball players, not women, basketball players ever to walk the face of the earth. Cheryl Swoops, the first woman athlete ever to get a signature shoe, man. And that's our black fact of the week, man. Cheryl Swoops, much love from old heads.
Fire.
Moving right along. Sports entertainment news. We got to talk about it. Drake suing over losing a rap beef. How y'all feel about that out there, FB?
Drake!
Fair or foul? And don't be dusty, man. Be getting all this good content. Like and subscribe. See Hendo on YouTube as well as Old Head Sports Entertainment Podcast on YouTube, man. Hit that little like button, man. Subscribe. Don't be dusty, man. But how y'all feel about Drake, man? The fair or foul?
I feel like it's foul. You knew what you was stepping into. I mean, it's like stepping in the ring with Ali thinking you could box and he put his hands on you.
I mean, he literally told him, squabble up.
Yep.
Squabble up.
Teach your mans how to squabble.
Man, so either way, like, dog, why you bringing it to the courts? Why you gotta get the man involved?
That's nasty work.
That, like, you had to bring somebody in to fight your battles. Like, you had the mouthpiece. It was $1 million mouthpiece. It made you some money.
That's nasty work.
But now you get mad because this nigga made a whole anthem about your ass in like 30 seconds?
Squabble up.
Squabble. Because is you my friend?
Dog, that's just nasty.
We locked in. I'm gonna step this way. Nigga, that's some whole shit, dog. Don't bring the man involved in this situation. You lost, take your L. Continue to take the L, because now you're just making this shit more hilarious for the masses. You're making it bigger than it needs to be.
It looked bad, bro. It looked bad.
No, it could have been over by the winner.
That little last few songs you put out with slaps. Man, keep putting out good music. You're fucking Drake, bro.
Right.
You're fucking Drake. Everybody has lost a rap battle. Everybody. To something. People can say what they want about LL. Cannabis beat LL in that rap.
Yeah.
Even if you listen to
lyrically, he's just better than LL.
Yeah, he is. Even if you listen to Cannabis' second album that nobody else listened to, he bodied LL, bro.
Man, yeah, that album was cold.
Nobody talks about it,
I think
bro.
we talk about the same album.
Dog, yeah.
I wasn't even up on
With
that
that
shit
fuck
till
you
last
fuck?
year. Yup. That shit.
Fuck, man.
Dog,
That's
that
just
album
crazy,
nice.
dog. Yeah.
I ain't even know.
Yeah.
I ain't listened to it back.
But anyway, man, I just personally, I had to just put my 2 cents. I think that was nasty work. How you feel, Hendo? I got a feeling how you going.
Well, I mean, shit. It's two things. I mean, to differentiate how this is gonna look. Is Kendrick getting personally sued? Is Kendrick getting sued? The answer is no. What he is Drake is suing the record label or whoever the production group is over there for boosting sales, basically. For sitting here and getting the bots on there, for boosting them some and getting them spins on there, which is a valid point, all right? And if somebody's boosting this song, which you can do with the little bots and shit, which is a real fucking thing, this is something that's real life, then we're sitting here and lying about some of these stats. Oh, Kendrick had 1 million downstreams. No, that's the bots doing that shit. Now, if you're boosting that shit, you're boosting it for what? For sales. So what he's doing is like, shit, if y'all want to lie about that shit, lawyer up, put that up. Nobody sits here, like, if the lawyers thought it was something dumb, and it was like something we couldn't do, they wouldn't even bother their time with us. But clearly, there is something to this, to where this man stands to win a $2 billion lawsuit, because that's how much this lawsuit is. Now, if there's nothing there, this shit gets swept on the table. But the more this gets dragged on and shit prevails, motherfuckers like, well, how much truth is to this? And it's easy to ride on that, oh, Drake sued her, this is a bad look and everything else.
You know what I'm
but when
saying?
we talking about money and you boosting shit like this, it's not because you lost the beef. This is the upper hand of the fucking beef, nigga. This is us getting the upper hand. You think beef is about rap, I think beef is about money. And the more money you got, the more saying. So dude can be mad about it. I got money, I'm papered up. What do you mean? Everybody's sitting here talking about like, oh man, this is a bad look. It's a bad look if you lose, but if you win, you $2 billion up. Like this, he ain't suing. Kendrick is not coming off $1. None of what happens right here is going to affect Kendrick in any type of way. So all this, he's suing Kendrick, that's a lie. He's suing Kendrick's record label, like that's more what you need to say. That's what we're talking about, right? Because that's where the sue is. When we look at the paperwork, it says his lawyer versus like an Interscope or whatever the fuck it is that they doing like that, and they're gonna have to figure that out. They're doing this isn't affecting Kendrick in any type of way. Kendrick is not losing $1, a cent, or nothing at all.
Yeah.
He's nobody to sue. Not like saying that, but I'm not gonna get as much as I can get from your record label, a $20 billion company. Yeah, let's be honest, man. The narrative gets spun so hard that it's easy to hop on that train sometimes. It's nasty work if you sue a man over, if he's dissing you, if you have to go on trial like this where he dissed me right here, this is defamation, but that's not what's going on. That's not what's going on. He's not suing them because of the diss track. He's suing the company because he's saying they boosted the motherfucking with some lies, some bots. Yeah. That's what he's suing, which is a malpractice, which is suable. That's what it is. And
but like it's not for them to show it, though. It's for him to prove it.
He don't have to prove. His lawyer proves it. He don't have to prove shit. His lawyer goes into it.
His lawyer has to prove it.
That's what it is. You hire a lawyer, but you hire a lawyer, and the lawyer goes with their premises. Is what I'm saying. The lawyer goes on with the suit. If you hit me with your car, and there's no, you get a ticket, I can just sue you.
Right.
Or I can sue you, your insurance company. You understand what's going on?
Yeah, but if
I'm probably not going to sue you because you don't have what I want, but I'm going to sue your insurance company because they have millions. That's the difference. Now, if you have the millions, I'm suing you. That's the difference.
Yeah.
But he's not suing him. He's suing the company. So, I mean, it's foul and fair. Shit, that's what I'm going to ride on it, man. Nah, I just feel like the narrative, everybody act like he personally suing Kendrick. Like him and Kendrick have to be in court.
No, it's not like that.
He not even gonna be in court for this. His lawyer gonna be there. He gonna be on tour. Let's be honest.
Super Bowl. That's what he's gonna be doing.
No, I'm talking about Drake. Both of them. Both of them niggas gonna be doing something else. His tour kicks off the same day as the Super Bowl. How about that?
I'm with it.
No, dead ass. He did that on purpose. That's what he's doing on purpose.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like the only thing he's gonna do is try to slow his money down and be like, you can't either do this.
But you not slowing nobody money down is what I'm saying. Having him not like us at a Super Bowl is not going to slow down his money because he can easily do one of his songs off his new album and the album he's about to drop again. This is not affecting nobody's money. This is a come up off for Drake off the company. That's all it is, bro. Everybody keeps saying like, is he suing him? That's all. It's a spun narrative. I get it, but
I just want to see if he does win.
How you feel about it, Bill?
I just think whenever you go to court about shit, man, it's a slippery slope because you set a precedent. You know what I'm saying? Whenever you do some shit, you can always do. That's what paralegals do all day long. This shit just go back to and refer to other cases. Well, in the case of Kendrick Lamar's record label against Drake, you know what I'm saying, this, that, the third happened or whatever, it's always a sighting point. So I just feel like it's a slippery slope, and the judge and everybody, the judge should be motherfucking concerned about that shit too. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know what I mean, like, to get in the middle of, say we talking about bots, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's say the judge say, oh yeah, man, they proved another y'all used a whole bunch of bots and this is made up bullshit.
There's a few
These
lawsuits I
numbers.
was just reading, because he has that one with the bots, and he has another one for defamation.
Okay, so that
I
is
think
something.
I think that's more or less what people are playing
Well,
on, the fact that he called him a pedophile.
Right, that's
Right,
too.
right.
That's the other lawsuit.
Yeah, because that's what made sense when I heard motherfuckers saying Drake may not want to sue him, but like his brand
Right.
shouldn't want to do that, because everybody that fuck with his brand, it's like, bro, you gonna have to sue him.
And that's what I
Because we
keep
need
telling
you to
you,
save
it's
face so
sometimes
we can
bigger.
keep you with us. You know what I'm saying? With these major businesses and shit, sponsors and shit. So, but yeah, I just feel like it's a slippery slope, man, and you gotta be careful where you rule on that. If you the judge or whatever, the jury, I don't know how the fuck this shit going, but like, because now it's saying motherfucking anybody can take you to court now. You know, 5-10 years later, somebody else will be like, man, look, I got a lawyer. All them dudes got money.
Depending on
enough to
what's
get
said and
lawyers,
how famous you
anybody
are.
can just start taking people to court now. about the
Depending
same
on
shit.
what's said and how famous you are. If you go on track talking about a motherfucking mama or their baby mama or anything their kids and shit like that, it's fair game. But if you're a high brander and you keep on talking about motherfucker like a pedophile and a bad dad and shit like that, motherfuckers start looking at you in a few different ways where it can stop sponsorship. Like Sprite might not want to fuck with you again over this. Just some let's giving out shit like that. But do remember, like, sometimes you just gotta take motherfuckers to court. I'm not honoring this shit, but do understand this. Wayne had to take Baby to court over the Carter 6. Let's not forget this.
Yeah,
Let's
that's
not
the
forget
money.
this.
Over all the money.
Some of this shit is made up with this, but some of it's just cash on the table. But a lot of times you gotta take a motherfucker to court. And I'm saying, like, I'm not totally agreeing with all this, you know what I'm saying? But if it comes at a cost sometimes like this is the cost, you know what I'm saying? And there's more where these companies are coming in when you're a brand and shit.
Oh, yeah, I also want to say I'm completely with the shits too. I'm here for the entertainment, man.
Right,
I can't believe this shit is happening, but it's 2024. Like, it seems like everybody should be taking niggas to court. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't. I'm not surprised when I see shit like that. I see all types of
Don't
shit.
forget, we live in a time where sometimes you gotta take a motherfucker to court and even get your name, and you can lose that. Rick Ross took to court for his name and lost it. He might have won or lost, but he only got $50 or something. I can't remember what it was. It was only me, but a nigga stole your name. That's like another motherfucker coming here and saying I'm Bi. And he just wear everything opposite you wear. Like, you might.
Rest in peace. This has been done.
Come in with red pants and everything blue.
Rub my soul. Like, bro, what the fuck is going on?
I'm IB.
I'm IB.
I mean, that's
So they rap? No, I'm just IB.
Yeah, we're living in some wild times,
That's
man.
what I said.
Flipping it up, switching it a little bit. One thing that kind of took me off guard this week was Travis Hunter not being a finalist for the Thorpe Award. Deion Sanders was so adamant about it, said that he'll give him his. If you guys don't know who Travis Hunter is, he's an outstanding. I'm pretty sure he's a Heisman finalist for the Colorado
Award, too.
Buffalo.
Yeah, I
for
was
the
just about to say that.
Yeah, for the Colorado, Buffaloes. And he's you probably heard of him. He plays two-way. A lot of what they did in old school, he plays on offense and on defense. The Thorpe Award is voted to the best defensive back in college football. And this guy was not a finalist, and a lot of people were upset about that. Now you got some people saying, well, it's because he's going to win the Heisman, and they don't want to give him both awards. How do you guys feel about that? Who wants to expound on that first?
If he deserves both awards, he deserves both awards. If you can't put somebody over him, give him the award, man. Like, show this kid the love that he needs on his way out. Give him his flowers while you still got him. Like, he has been an amazing talent to watch in college football. He's put up numbers. He's done his NIL deals and all that. He played with Deion Sanders and made Primetime's name ring bells. Just like Primetime's name always rung bells, but he kept it more relevant, just like Shador did. Like, bro, he's bringing something to this game, and like you don't get a chance to see it often. Like you don't get a chance to see somebody who can be on defense, dominate, and then go right out there and be on the offense and still dominate. Like you gotta understand this kid's mindset is more than just a game to him. Like you gotta understand, like he already knows this is work. If you play both sides of the ball, I want both sides of my props. Please give me me.
Hey, where you going?
I'm going to
That's all I can say. Just give me me.
I like that. How you feel, Bill?
Man, my sentiments exactly, really, you know what I'm saying? But with that being said, there's something to be said about being all right with not being recognized, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, the proof is in the pudding, man. You going to the next level, man. You got a whole life ahead of him. And sometimes people don't recognize you. They don't see you. Or they don't award you or reward you for your accomplishments. You know what I'm saying? If anything, man, there ain't number more fire in you, man. You know what I'm saying? Straight up, man. Like, take that and remember. You know what I'm saying? It's like being drafted later than you think you should be. And you remember every team and every player that got drafted before you. Like, that ain't just fuel to the fire, man.
Draymond, I'm pretty sure Draymond's one of them guys. I remember every play, he can sit there and recite every player that got drafted ahead of him.
Yeah.
Like, to this day, he still remember that. That's wild. So, yeah, some stuff just stick with you, man. Some stuff just stick with you.
Right.
110-98, I still remember that day. We lost to St. Benedict. We was up 13.
What's going to happen, though?
For real, I still remember that. Because I used to write on my rubber band. I'm like, every time I step on the court, I'm going to remember that fucking day. 110-98. We lost to St. Benedict at St. Benedict in the second half. We was up by like 12, 13, maybe more than that.
Should have rebounded better. Well, how much time left to go?
This is in the second half. We got shellacked in the second half.
Oh, man. They figured it all
Couldn't hold
out.
the lead, yeah.
That was the Bears of basketball.
Oh,
wow.
This nigga here.
Panthers.
Ah,
Of the Chicago Prep League.
Post Cam Newton or pre Cam Newton?
To maybe a good year, Danny Dimes.
we was like the
Chicago
bosses at the
Prep
midways.
Brothers, yeah.
My high school was smashing.
Oh yeah,
motherfuckers.
Hells.
Oh, God.
My nigga Richard Brown gave y'all 23 though. My
Say
nigga
what?
Mac. Yeah, that was
Say
nice. But
I
Hells.
remember that. We didn't play a lot. I didn't see Paul
Remember that,
McPherson
man.
and our
No,
jump.
this
Hells is nice, bro. All the niggas was tall.
shit.
Our team wasn't cold
Niggas was
until
balling.
my senior year. We didn't win a game until senior year.
Okay.
Unless it was like JV freshman, we didn't win a game until our senior year. Once we like everybody moved up and started taking control of their spots, we lost like
What the fuck?
Nick, our sophomore year, we lost every senior year we
We
had.
went down.
We lost every.
Yeah.
Should have kept that
We went
inside.
down.
Nah, but we had a
got freshman
Cinderella
game
season.
when
We went
shot,
undefeated in
nigga,
conference,
fighting the line
That's
out,
nasty work.
and we got the arc back.
I don't know.
So,
How
man,
that was the thing.
So who what happened, buddy?
I want to go.
Not here yet.
So how you feel about that, Bill, as far as him not winning the Thorpe Award?
Oh, I already said it. I just said
Okay.
it. You know what I'm
My
saying?
fault. How you feel, him though?
Don't get recognized as cool.
I mean, I'm not one to get tied up so personally on collegiate stats. I don't know why Dion and shit got to get all out his body and shit and stand so hard on that, man. It's just a collegiate stat, man. He's going to win some. He's going to lose some. Should be worrying on him taking that next leap going into the NFL, having prepared for that. Y'all sit here and worry about these, I'm not going to call them chump awards, but you worry about these little pussy-ass awards. Get this man an NFL and get his ass a real award. Get him a championship. How about that? You sit here and worry about these little sucker awards. Figure out what position he finna play in the NFL. Let's declare that. I'm not one to sit here and just be adamant. I get he work hard and straight, but use that like my man B.I. say, man. Motherfucker, use that as some fuel, put that shit in your motherfucking fire, and burn that motherfucker, and let you become a better person and a better player out that shit. Remember that shit. Because I'm telling you where the real dump gonna come down is on draft day. When your ass gonna be sitting there for a motherfucking hour and a half looking like this and shit. That's where you really gonna be sad at. Ain't gonna be because of this goddamn Thorpe Award, I tell you that. Let's be honest. We don't even know where you going. You supposed to go high, but nobody even know what you declaring as. If you declaring as a quarterback, a cornerback, a a goddamn free safety, a goddamn you can play all this shit. I get it, but who need that right now? I don't know a lot of teams that just. I mean, I know some corners. You probably could use a corner, but come on, man, you probably finna go to a team you not gonna like. Like, let's be honest. If you gonna be that high up, let's think about who got them picks. Niggas with weak defenses. Your ass probably wanna wait and go late. I'm saying, as soon as they come around the motherfucking 20s and 30s, you should be rubbing your motherfucking beard, rubbing your motherfucking hands together. Like, all right, now, this. If you'd hope so, but you would.
He'd be dangerous in Denver and San Fran.
I mean, yeah, but
some best, especially Denver.
But that's to say that he sinks that far, and that's to say that they're still looking at something like that because both those teams are looking at other positions currently as we speak. Let's be honest.
Dallas?
Let's be honest. No. Let's be no. Okay, no. The reason I say this,
In
no.
the Rams.
But
You
okay,
need
so
to some
okay, but
motherfuckers
yet you
tricky
think that, but their picks, they still got motherfucking Trey Lance. Who knows about what they gonna do over there and what's the movement because they might move on from Mike McCarthy. The next coach coming in might want to keep him, might move on. That's a might. That's why I bring that up. Then we're talking about the 49ers are going in. They going to have to pay Brock Purdy and shit and figure that out. So they might be in a different situation. So they might not be looking for a corner or a motherfucking, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
A free safety or whatever the fuck he going to declare as. What was the other team we named up there?
I would
I
say
said
Dallas.
the Rams and Denver.
The Rams possibly could be a good look. Denver, I think Denver's still trying to find some offensive weapons lock in. They're solid on defense to me.
But
Like
no,
to a certain degree, I'm thinking they're trying to find a stud on offense, like a stud receiver, tight end, like somebody like that's the only reason.
I just like when I
Don't
think of
Denver
Taysom
got
Hill, I think
two
of
top 10 picks.
Yeah,
So it's possible that he could still land there, regardless of the fact. Because if I need a wide receiver, and he declares himself as whatever, okay, I'm finna draft you as what you want to be, but you also still get to play this because we know you're gonna beat out some of these wide receivers out in Dallas. So like, either way you look at it, he might end up in Dallas. He got
you
the
don't
better.
go to fucking Dallas.
Like he got
Dallas
he,
will
Dallas has the
mishandle
best shot
him.
to.
Yeah,
Dallas
that
will
ain't gonna
mishandle
work
him.
out.
He could go there, but they'll mishandle him straight. Deion gonna be mad.
They
as
just
fuck.
let Amari Cooper walk out the door.
I'm trying to tell you, they will mishandle this
Like,
man.
wow.
But it
If you're a
depends on
receiver, why
what
would you
else
wanna
they
go?
draft. If they draft a quarterback to grow with him, they're not gonna harm this man as much as
You
think.
want him to sink down to like a Charger type status. You want him to find his way to the Chargers or the Saints possibly. Somebody who already has
More
like
about
a
the
defense.
Chargers.
Somebody.
I like the
I'm just
Chargers.
saying that's what more you would like to see him
Yeah.
talk to a
I
system.
definitely like
Maybe
that.
if he could find him, maybe going over to find out what the Commanders are doing, something like that. If he falls that low, or even hit that Eagle system. Let's be honest. You could throw him into that Eagle system and they can figure it out. But these are picks that are going to be lower though. Still, the team that are going to pick him are the team that's going to mishandle him. They're not going to do what they need to do.
I like that Panthers. Stupid as
Man,
hell. The team Panthers, the team that the Bears
He
did
said
beat.
Panthers.
Caleb Williams played well. We've still lost 30-27 in overtime. What needs to happen so we start winning some of these?
It already
games?
happened. What happened already.
kind of.
No, they fired Flus, nigga.
No,
He was missed. That's what
Our
happened.
coach had a hell of a month. This nigga is a coach now. He was just the offensive coordinator for like a week or two. And then the nigga, what was he before this? This nigga got 2 promotions in 1 month.
He was
Yeah,
offensive
hell of a
coordinator for somebody else.
This nigga, man.
What happened, man.
Potential head coach.
The thing about it, no, he done.
He
He's not gonna be our head coach.
He just in time.
That's it.
Let's see what
No,
he can do right now.
no.
though.
See, that's the problem. If we do that, we
Let's see how
Did
he
they
look
just
and
get rid
shit.
of the dude
Oh, I
from the
agree.
Dolphins?
no.
Hmm?
What
I
we
thought
need to
Dolphins-
do,
Dolphins got
what we
fired.
need to do, what we got to do is open up the checkbook and pull in the right people to make this happen right now. And we already know in mind what we need to do and the pieces that we need to pull in. Let's be honest. We have about a 5-list candidate of what needs to happen right now. And we already probably agree on who's on this probably 5-list candidate. And it's going to be Cliff Kingsbury as number 1. There's going to be Ben Johnson. Rob Saish, he's going to be the defensive coordinator trying to find out what the fuck it is. The Bull, he's going to be another candidate up there for a head coach. And there's one other guy that's invading me right now. It's a brother. Oh my God. I can't think of his name right now. It's a brother.
You think we can get Cliff Kingsbury?
Yes. If you offer him a head coach position right now, he will leave and come do that job right now. Yes. But he has to be a head coach position. It has to be. The reason I suggest Cliff Kingsbury, he's already a head coach. He's already been one. He's came back as an offensive coordinator. He's worked closely with Caleb, so he knows how to work on him at USC. He's gone over here. He's turned that whole commander system around. Under, you know what I'm? My bad. Oklahoma, yeah. But he's turned that system around. He's ready to be a coach again. He's under that act where he's thirsty to be a head coach and show what he could do. That's where I say he's a
name.
Same thing with Ben Johnson though. Ben Johnson,
name.
he would leave Detroit if you told him it was a head coaching position, but it has to be a head coaching. They're not going to leave to be another coordinator. It has to be
an
a
offensive coordinator.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. So it had to be a head coaching position.
I like the way they call
So
it.
what happened is this is what we for as of right now, we could probably make it makeshift through the rest of this season right now. The defense is not going to fluctuate in more way than it already has, as I see. The offense is going to be the way it is. But Flus was going to catch the end of that bomb because of how we lost that last game as far as what we could have did to prevent that loss. At least we could have tied it or had an attempt at a tie at a bare minimum. And the fact that whole transaction, all that expired like that wasn't going to be a good look, especially where you're already on the hot seat.
We should got 4 plays though.
Me personally, I would rather have Kingsbury. Just the simple fact that he has been a head coach, and the fact that him and Caleb have a rapport. With Ben Johnson, I think he could be a good head coach, but I think that's one of the tricky things as to where when you get these guys who are great offensive minds or even great defensive coordinators, that always doesn't translate to being a great head coach. Sometimes it can. Sometimes you have a guy like D'Amico Ryan that translate. Mike Grable that translate. But you have some guys like Patriots. I can't think of his name. He played for the Lions. He was a good coordinator with Bill Belichick.
Oh, the fat guy with the beard.
Patricia, I think.
Patricia. Yep.
You know, he was really good with Belichick. And then,
When he came that head coach,
it was a disaster.
Yeah.
shit show.
That was a disaster.
You know, so I think with Ben Johnson, he could be our guy. He could be, the man. But with Kingsbury, I would like to see someone that's offensive minded. They do have a rapport, and he's already been a head coach. So at least, it seems to me, I think sometimes head coaches become better. I think after you've done it once, because you kind of know what to expect.
Yeah.
And he was so young. He's a very young guy.
Like Bill
You know where
Belichick.
your flaws
Yeah, just like
are.
Belichick. Yeah, just like Belichick. Well, you kind of know your strengths.
Because he fucked up in Cleveland.
Yeah,
He
you kind
fucked
of know
up.
you kind of know your strengths and weaknesses, and you just grow.
But you
as a
learn.
person.
And
You
then
learn.
make your next move your best move.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? On the real.
Yeah,
He
so-
did that.
Yeah,
But,
he did. And he's
no.
still on the table too.
Still,
Yo,
about to
I
say.
take Bill.
I'm about to say,
I
he
take
was definitely
Bill.
one of the names I threw out there early
But the
on.
thing I keep
But
telling y'all
now-
about Bill,
I'm more about
Bill,
control.
He Old
he needs a
Testament.
lot of control.
Yeah,
he
yeah,
needs
yeah.
control,
Yeah,
man.
yeah,
And
yeah.
He had
McCaffrey,
Bill
I-
Parcells. He out
They
that
ain't gonna
coaching
let that
tree where
happen.
they want everything.
How you feel about it, Bill?
Is we live?
I thought the question did one.
Caleb, Caleb and the Bears lost. What do you think needs to happen so we start winning some of these close games?
Oh man, we on the right track,
say-
and I like the way OC was calling the plays for the most part. But we just gotta stop getting them late ass starts. Caleb threw for 200 some motherfucking yards in the second
Three
half
dots.
with 3 motherfucking touchdowns. I mean, if you can do that, or even
That
just
one
2,
again was nasty.
it'll be
Nigga,
he just got
hit
both
that
touchdowns.
motherfucker. Bro, that was an angry throw. That nigga Keenan caught that motherfucker like, shit, hold on. Standing there. And Burton was like, God damn. That motherfucker, he threw that bitch hit.
He brought him into
How
the
you feel,
celebration.
Stud? So we start winning some of these close games.
Open up the playbook to him. It's either you gotta open it up or dumb it down. I don't know what it is, but I feel like
I'ma tell
if
you
we
what it
open
is.
it up more to Caleb and let Caleb feel more in control on the field so he feels comfortable, like I have not seen this man audible.
They let him feel comfortable on that last play. He was over
Right.
switching the
I
play.
really
on
haven't
that
seen
I'm
last
gonna tell you what
play.
it is. I'm gonna tell you
He was
exactly.
switching the play.
I'm gonna tell you what we
open
see.
it up, let him get comfortable.
The
and find
first-
himself.
Like I say, the first 6 series are scripted. All right.
Yeah.
The first 6 series are scripted as far as we have
Absolutely.
set plays that we're going to run, and we're going to
Absolutely.
see where the defense at, what they're biting on, what they're not.
It's really like the first half. It just never worked out that way because shit started happening.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And,
What we end up
Yeah,
doing
but
late in
it's a
game,
free fall.
what we end up doing late in game, which ends up working, is when we start spreading out and letting him run like a quick audible type stuff. Which I always said, what we are doing is the reason we haven't called a lot of audibles is because we're letting Caleb call the play as the line. He's not gonna call an audible out unless he sees that shit and you'll hear him say kill. But we do call out of it, and that's when he'll switch to a run to Swift if you see motherfuckers blitzing.
Yeah.
But we're letting him call the play at the line. That's what's wrong because he's seeing and he's reading. That's where the development is greatly increasing right now.
Yeah.
Because when the pressure's on, he just needs to get to the line. So if that's working, why aren't we running that scripted fast like that? Our first couple of turns, we should be going quick. We should be getting right up there, dot motherfuckers, hit motherfuckers, and shit like that. We spent a lot of our first half running the ball. It's an imbalance right now. We run, then we get short, then it's a Caleb throw, then it's a 3 and out. Then we run, then Swift has a big break, then we throw, it's another 3 and out. We have no consistency. If we can get them going, grooving like that, that's where we're having a disconnect.
Yeah.
Because we seem like we're having a lot of great Swift runs in the first half.
Balance.
And then all of a sudden in the second half, it's all Caleb throwing.
It's a balancing
The
act.
balancing act.
Straight up.
Someone that's done a great job with the balancing act is LeBron James. But he came up under some, I wouldn't say slander, but one of my favorite players, definitely analysts, Kenny Smith, saying LeBron is top 3 strictly based on stats and records and not skill. If based strictly on greatness on both ends, in his opinion, LeBron doesn't crack top 10. Is that nasty work or facts?
How many rings King Smith got? 1?
2. Starting point guard. What you tell me? He was nice, bro.
Yeah, he was nice.
I know.
Though. Starting
I know he
point
was
guard
nice.
for the Rockets.
All I'm
I don't know
saying,
if he was starting both of these.
I'm pretty sure.
I don't think he was starting out.
Maybe the second year. No, the second year definitely not too. That was Clyde Drexler the second year starting.
Right, come on, let's be.
Kenny played the point. Clown was at 2.
Sam Cassell.
Oh, you're right, Clint. So maybe that first year.
Yeah, that first year.
And I think it was him and Vern, I think.
Yeah, but
Right,
I said, 'cause I
really
don't
think
he
about
was-
it.
Yeah, dog was always coming off the bench. He'd come off the bench and light your shit up though. Straight
But
up.
his prime was probably in Sacramento.
I would say his prime was Houston.
You think so?
Yes.
Yeah, Sacramento.
That's when he was the most consistent.
He was just
He was a
young.
role player then.
Bill Russell had that story. He had that story about Bill Russell. He was sitting. Bill Russell had to sit up in front of the plane or whatever the whole year and shit. He finally asked him at the end of the year. He's like, "Man, why don't you ever let me hang with the fellas and whatever?" He was like, "Them niggas losers, and I don't want you to be nothing like them niggas." The Kings, they was a mess though back then, though, dog. That team was horrible, man. I ain't gonna lie.
Damn. Okay. Shout out Bill Russell. How you feel about that fair foul? Who want to expound on that? Let us know how y'all feel about that out too, man. Fair foul, Kenny Smith saying LeBron is only top 3 because of stats.
Man,
I feel like it was fair to be said, but he wasn't the person to say it. Like, he shouldn't have been the person to say it. Like,
but that's the thing about being an analyst. It doesn't
You gotta
matter.
say-
You gotta throw out
I
your-
get it.
You gotta throw out the
Yeah,
accolades and shit. Is the
I get
statement
it.
valid? You
But-
know what I'm saying?
But see, now, if Jordan was to say it to him,
Jordan
would-
don't say much.
Yeah,
That's what
he
I'm
don't.
saying.
He don't.
Right.
But
You know
but
what
I'm saying?
but he would have it would have humbled him, and he would have understood
Right.
it better. He would have understood it better coming from Jordan than it coming from Kenny Smith. That's all I'm trying to say. Like, it need to be said. Like, I feel.
So you agree with Kenny Smith?
I agree, but it's just like.
I don't agree with none of that shit, man. Fuck all that. Listen, let's be realistic. If you agree with that, shit like that, then Jerry West got to be in your top 3 or top 5 for shit, similar type shit. Let's be honest. All this longevity shit, these are awards that only LeBron get, and I do give him this credit. And nobody takes this credit from him. But too many people just want to hug on this man's career and shit and be real friendly to it when this hasn't really been a winning career. All right? You have knocked out a shit ton of accolades that nobody ever will ever accomplish. And that's something that I give specifically to him. You're the first nigga out here to hoop with your son. That is something nobody else be doing. You breaking all these record points and shit. That's dope. You've been amazingly healthy your whole career. Oh, dope. But let's look at the championships. And that's what motherfuckers are always going to say when you looking at the certain stats that I look at. We look at all this and we look at how you still in the league, but your team's the fucking weakest. That's the same how we was looking at Kobe after Kobe had won all them fucking rings. And the same fucking shit y'all look at Kobe is y'all same doing with LeBron. And Kobe got more rings with less time. Mike has more rings with less time. And that's what it is. Do y'all really think this Laker team is sitting here finna go to the championship or the finals this year?
No.
I fucking don't. So right now you just going through this longevity stats. That's no different than Mike coming back with the Wizards. There's no difference in some of this shit, man. There's no difference in Shaq bouncing from 8 different teams after the Lakers. Let's be honest. Because he was part of that Cleveland team.
Yeah, he just wanted
Celtic team.
But he did
Phoenix
win a ring.
team.
He won a ring with the Heat. We can't forget that.
Nigga, that was still in his arguable prime. These teams, and I'm listening, bro. He was still arguing. That was the last time he touched something like that.
Yeah,
that was the furthest last time he went that far.
So,
out of all them years.
Yeah.
He still played 13 more seasons. Nigga, like, come on. He just rolled the bench. All I'm saying is like this. These are good stats, but I'm not going to bump this guy up in my category because of some of these stats. And if that's the case, then you guys need to start bumping up Westbrook and Harden and farther in some of y'all stats in too, if this is what y'all give a fuck about. But this is wins to me. This is wins, championships, and dominance. That's what it is. And I think some of his best time is behind him. We've seen the championship LeBron. We've seen of LeBron. That's what I'm saying. And I'm still not advancing. These stats are nice. They're good. But we already know you a Hall of Famer. That's all you doing is locking in your Hall of Fame shit, but you not budging on my list. I'm sorry. You not.
So you agree with Kenny Smith?
No, I don't agree with this motherfucker. I don't never agree with Kenny say.
So then, do you feel like LeBron is all right to have an argument with Kenny Smith about his standalone?
No, that's not the question. Is simply like Kenny Smith said from a skill standpoint that LeBron wouldn't crack his top 10. He's only top 3 because of what he's done as far as stats.
Yes.
Do you
I
agree with that?
I totally agree with that.
So from a skill standpoint, you wouldn't put LeBron at 3.
No, because he's not the most skilled player I know. He's smart about what he does, but let's be honest. This man is the best businessman in the game I've ever seen as far as trying to construct teams and be around teams that are good. That's what LeBron is. Even John Stockton said, there's a lot of people on the greatness. He took a helicopter up to the top. John Stockton, one of our greats. He ain't got no rings though, so.
Man, this is crazy,
How you
man.
feel?
Because I can go both ways. I can
Pause.
argue.
Pause.
I can definitely argue both sides of that motherfucking debate. I really can. I was going back and forth until I kept doing the other questions and I seen something. You know what I'm saying? I was like, you know what? It helped me answer this one better. But same point in time, I think the answer is, man, if we all gonna be honest with ourselves, at least for me, me personally, from what I seen from basketball, Michael Jordan was the man when I started watching basketball. Kareem and motherfucking Bill Russell, those are the men of basketball before Mike. But those are older guys that we tend not to mention. So since I've been watching basketball, it's been Mike, it's been Kobe, and it's been LeBron since 1985.
Mm-hmm.
Them niggas, them dudes, man, them men. You know what I'm saying? It's like the thing about LeBron, the only thing you can really say is that he didn't win the rings, and I know that's a big thing. It's a very big thing for me. But at the same time, it's like Jerry West was the motherfucking
But it shows
man,
dominance.
bro. He was not worth
the
ring.
rings
He
show
was
the
so cold.
dominance.
He got motherfucking Finals MVP.
Yeah, that's
and lost.
But
And
the rings
LeBron
show
James
dominance.
on the verge of doing that exact same shit against Golden State. He was killing these niggas.
If I told
you know what I'm saying, and he did.
If
this
I
shit
told you
for
I went
like
to the shit
15
5
years.
times.
He played 20, but for like 15 years, this nigga was a serious fucking threat. At least 12 to 13 years of his motherfucking career, he was the biggest threat.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? In basically all of basketball.
People assemble teams according to how they're going to beat LeBron.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's how the Celtics got together.
Yeah. Well, no, the Celtics.
No, the Celtics
No, they-
was
they-
together
they-
first.
But
Yeah.
they
They
no
was
no
together
they
first.
not like that. They were assembled to beat LeBron. Because LeBron was giving
They
them
was
some trouble and
assembled
they
to
started
beat
picking up some
Kobe.
part of pieces.
Same with
When they just had Paul Pierce.
Yeah.
No, they was assembling to beat Kobe though that year.
No,
Yeah.
Like-
yup.
like-
I guess, but you had to worry about LeBron coming
You
up.
had
there.
to worry
It was-
about him. You knew that he was a potential threat. You just knew he wasn't ready. His team wasn't ready.
But
He was ready.
But
The
when
team
we're
wasn't.
talking from a specific skill set, though,
Yeah.
when we list these guys, everybody really kind of puts it like, okay, I got Mike with the offense and the defense, Kobe over top with the defense, and then we got LeBron where we see again, we're kind of like, the offense, but the defense.
We all see what we do. We just start nitpicking.
No, you
When
wasn't-
Kobe Bryant is what? The best bad shot maker ever.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Mr. High
Like that's when we
value.
start nitpicking at certain little things.
Yeah.
But in all reality, when you said top like 10 or top 3, I mean the top 3 dudes I seen who was the man playing
skills.
basketball.
Was go,
LeBron. Skills.
just go straight skills.
But that's just
I'm-
getting
no.
weird now because now we
No, but
put,
see,
like,
that's what we're
Kyrie
saying.
Irving
But that's
on the
what
list and shit.
that's what Dog is saying though. From a skill set,
Kyrie
he-
Irving ain't top 3 or top 10 on nobody list though.
from a
And he got major skill.
because
Yeah,
we
I'm
no, but we always feel like that skill set has already been duplicated because of the handles. Nowadays, I kind of feel like you have to be always a two-way at every position. That's why guys who are good at, you know what I'm saying, like for instance, we
When?
give Gary.
You talking about now?
I mean,
That's only
No,
a few.
no,
That's only been Paul George and
yeah.
Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah, that's
No,
And,
so
and,
I'm-
Klay
no,
Thompson.
that
for
two,
like the last-
that two-way
Yeah,
shit
they,
didn't
these
start.
dudes don't even
So
play
that-
defense.
That two-way shit didn't start till 2000.
Exactly.
That's that's when they started giving it a
Everybody
label.
played
No, that's when they gave it a
Everybody
label.
played defense.
That's
Yeah,
when they gave it a
everybody
label.
played
And then
defense.
there's always been
Everybody
guys
played
like that.
If you didn't play defense,
No,
you
you
didn't
didn't
play.
But but see, the two-way has always been there. They just started giving it that label. It was never that label.
No, there was no
You
thing.
couldn't
It's
take
two
plays
ways
off. You
because
had to
pause.
play defense.
Because everybody played defense.
No.
I feel
Yeah,
like Gary
really-
Payton was a two-way guard.
Right.
No,
If
but
you
his
put him
name
on
was
a
the
video
glove
game,
though.
But he was a two-way guard.
No, he was
That's
just
what
the
be
best.
considered nowadays, though.
Played defense.
But that's-
But he was really cold though.
Right.
He had
But that's
handles.
what you be considered nowadays a two-way guard. That's what I'm saying.
No, none of these niggas are playing defense, and the niggas they say play defense.
Give me a
Go
three-level
look at Paul
score.
George play
Nigga,
defense. right
that's
now.
what I'm saying. A
Hold
two-way, three-level scorer. That's what they call this
hold on,
nigga.
because both of y'all are saying the same thing, but you're missing what
Yeah.
you're saying. What he's saying is, yes, he's a two-way player. You're like, nigga, he's a two-way player. He can score and he gonna lock your ass up on defense.
Right.
What he is saying, yes, he's a two-way scorer, but before the 2000s, that was the standard. We didn't
Everybody
look
played
at that as
defense.
him being a two-way scorer.
Right.
He simply is a great.
That's what I
point
say.
guard.
They just started
You
giving that
am-
title
am I-
this year.
Am I saying that right?
Yeah, like Kevin Johnson.
Look, like
or
Kevin-
somebody.
like-
Right, that's what I'm saying. Always
Right.
been
He's
a.
gonna
But let's
play
put it like
defense.
this.
But they would
was
consider
a-
that
They
a-
call
They
him
didn't-
two-way.
That's
Everybody
what you
did.
had to do. But nowadays, that's a two-way. That's a two-way guard.
But-
That's a two-way guard.
But hit
But
the,
even them little niggas
but
used to
the
play
two-way
defense like
guy.
Muggsy Bogues or sweat
hey,
shit.
but let's
Right,
put it
like,
like
you know
this.
what I'm saying?
He was.
Right.
Nah,
He
see,
wouldn't. He was shitty on offense, so he'd be like a two-way.
But niggas was
facilitator.
scared
Nah,
to dribble in front of him.
but he was.
And so it was different than like a Steph Curry who would just get picked on
Right.
defense, or a Trey Young who would just get picked on defense.
And then he
Like
had a
this
role.
motherfucker, you will not be dribbling the ball in front of. He's
No.
way closer to the ground than you, bro. And he's very fast. He's
As
taking
soon
the
as
ball.
he get, he's
And
already
he's
underneath your
steals
hands.
a couple of times.
I wouldn't say that about
Steals,
Avery Johnson.
assist to
but
turnover.
Avery Johnson.
Assist
He
to
played
turnover
defense, too.
ratio, like what was
That's
like
it.
what was like 4-1 or 5-1 or something like that.
Well,
Muggsy, he did not turn the ball over.
No, he just didn't turn it over.
He had a role
But-
back then. He had
Yeah,
roles,
yeah.
but you wasn't necessarily. You didn't have specialists back then.
Yeah,
you
because-
had to play both. You couldn't just be a 3-point. You just
No.
Duncan Robinson. You're just gonna be in the corner and you're just gonna shoot threes.
Yeah, but-
no,
Yeah,
you're gonna be at the
just
end of
on
the
the
bench.
Perfect example, Dale Ellis.
No.
Dale,
I got an example of everything.
Yeah.
Because he's a guy nowadays, people think, oh, you just sit him in the corner. But
No.
actually had more skill than that. It's just
Yeah.
if you just did that, though, he light y'all ass up.
bro.
Right.
You can't just sit this nigga in the
But
corner.
guess what? The game lost the traditional way of play. The way that we seeing it now is not the way that we seen it when we was growing up.
Yeah, but
So
skill
like,
involved.
it's
It ain't
less
doing
skill
much.
being involved because
Way less
guess
skill.
what? not everybody's playing defense.
Well, you don't have to. The game evolved.
It evolved, but guess what? You
don't have to.
It'd be nice to see
now they
niggas
changed the
breaking
rules.
niggas
No
off a
hand
little bit.
checking,
let's
no
just-
none of that. So as soon as you took hand checking out, if I can't put my hand on
Yeah.
you,
Yeah.
bro, like come on
Used to
now,
be a forearm.
right? Like at least give me the forearm. Like at least let me do.
Leaning on a nigga,
Right.
dog.
Let's
These guys,
go put a
Like
button it up.
that's
real
what
quick.
took the skill away
You
from
said
it.
you agree with Kenny Smith?
They
Yes.
have to make more
I mean,
difficult shots.
Dude's gonna be on my list. Where he's on that list, nothing's gonna change that.
You
So,
agree
yeah.
with Kenny Smith?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I think fans
Yes.
up there.
You agree? Okay.
He just not
some-
the right
some-
person to
somebody-
say it.
What I see.
Somebody who I think we can all agree on is Kobe Bryant, one of the greatest basketball players ever to step foot on a basketball court. People say Kobe was the closest to MJ, but who's the closest to Kobe as far as style of play? Y'all out there, let us know who y'all feel like was the closest thing to Kobe Bryant.
As in, like, just this year?
No,
Or
ever.
ever.
Who's the closest thing? Because people say
Oh, nice.
Kobe's the
I'm taking
closest
answer
to
right now. I have zero idea. Shit.
Well,
Like,
some
Oh,
of
for
these-
real?
I have no idea.
Some of these people might be
Crazy.
younger, and some of these people might
You
be
got a
older.
list?
Okay. I got it. I mean, I feel
Like,
I'll
B.
kick it off.
Roy? Like,
Is
B.
that
Roy?
is that your opinion?
Yeah,
Okay.
my opinion, like, Brandon
Brandon Roy?
Roy was close to
Okay.
him. He gave him problems. Like, bro, he was a problem over there in Portland. Penny Hardaway, he was cold.
All right, now it's
Like,
a list,
both-
man.
Like, bro, they changed the game a little bit, the way they played. But if he doesn't get hurt, he's just as cold as Kobe.
Man,
Like, Grant Hill, before the
that's the
injury.
third person now.
Like, bro, I got it. Go. My bad.
Okay.
Like, bro, come on. Like, you seen a lot of people with some Kobe-like talent that just got fucked up because of injury.
Right, but who would you say? Like how people say?
One person. They come.
My fault.
You know how people
Yeah,
say
bro, I ain't messing with
Kobe is the closest thing to MJ. So who would you say is the closest thing to Kobe? You say Brandon Roy.
That,
Yeah.
that came after Kobe. That's the closest.
Who would you
thing.
say, Hendo? Who's the closest thing to Kobe?
T-Mac. T-Mac was the
thought
closest
about
that you can
that,
get
too.
to that as far as shot selection,
I
shot
didn't think
styles,
about
what
that.
you'll do, finish around the holes, defense. Come on,
Which
man.
one?
Orlando
I was
T-Mac.
about to say Orlando.
Okay. Yeah.
I
I
see.
can agree with
They had a
that.
classic game where they both dropped 40 something on each other.
But it's
T-Mac
just,
got the win that day in Orlando.
it's just the stint in one spot until, well, Brandon Roy started bouncing around after that second knee injury. But still, like, if he would have just stayed there. No, he played for the Timberwolves for a little bit.
No, I don't think he was. I don't think he was close to Kobe.
Oh man.
Just from he was smaller than Kobe, just from an athletic standpoint.
Yeah, Kobe.
He was more
Kobe
crafty.
6'7".
He was more craftier.
He could get to that shot a little better.
And
But he
Kobe's like
wasn't.
6'5",
but
6'6".
he-
Kobe can play that.
Kobe's always been on a different level.
He's 6'7" and he can go in there and rebound.
Yeah.
We see
That's
him
where I
in
thought
crucial
Kobe
moments in
was
playoffs
6'6".
go in there and get tip
Yeah.
dunks and shit.
Yeah.
And
He
that's
was,
different. That's not
Brandon
Brandon
Roy
shit.
was doing that too.
I mean,
Yeah,
that's
tip
your
dunks.
opinion.
Yeah, he was
Oh,
shooting.
was
Brandon
he
was
good?
shooting.
Was he even in the
I
playoffs?
think I would have to agree with Hendo. T-Mac, in my opinion, was the closest to Kobe as far as athleticism, length, ability to make tough shots, defender, and arguably, I think he was probably a better passer than Kobe. A lot of people forget how good a passer T-Mac was. The one thing he did lack
Kobe ain't passed. That's
was
why.
Kobe was a very good passer.
Yeah, he just didn't do it.
He could if he wanted to.
The one thing he lacked was Kobe mentality.
I don't see y'all
Which
practice.
I think everything else was
Whoa.
pretty much even in my opinion.
You know, I got a guy.
Who
Pause. I got a guy.
What's his name?
He older than Kobe. The Iceman.
That's fair.
The
That's fair.
Iceman.
That's
dog.
fair.
You know what I'm saying? He got that mid-range game. He got
That's
that
fair.
spot up long, you know what I'm saying, range game. The boy, he can get to the basket. And he was tall. He was just an all-around scorer. And I seen him drop, 70 or some shit one time.
70.
You know what I'm saying? He got that ability to go the fuck off like a Kobe.
In '88, he dropped that 70 in '88.
I said he was before Van Time, so I couldn't put him on the list. But
Oh
I
man.
like that.
I was about to
that.
say,
We'll see
I
your
bet you
ass
was gonna
man.
understand where I was
Yeah, I
coming
like
from
that.
with
Yeah, I
that.
like
though.
that. I like
Oh,
that.
really?
And it was actually both about the same size, 6'7".
I'm trying to tell you.
Score any type of
Scoring
way.
like a motherfucker,
From
dog, all over the floor. Major shots,
from
jump
an
shots,
offensive
layups, you know what I'm
standpoint,
saying? Stand there
standpoint, I
shooting.
have no problem with that.
Yeah, I'm trying to tell you. That's a comp right there.
Yeah. From a defensive standpoint, Iceman wasn't much of a
No,
defender.
hell no, not like Kobe. Kobe on all defensive
But now,
teams.
yeah, now T-Mac could have been, but I think a lot of that was injuries, and then a lot of times he had to be the main catalyst on offense. So I think a lot of times he had to preserve offense, preserve.
What that man was doing at what, 6'9"?
Yeah, he was 6'9".
Yeah,
just
It was
6'9".
incredible.
Yeah, he might even be closer to 6'10".
Yeah.
Yeah, that Mac is up
Come
there.
on, man. What he was doing, how he was
Yeah,
pulling
he
up
was
on
nice
cats,
and
shooting
shit.
over
He was
homies,
too
then
tall.
finishing
Yeah.
on cats. Come on, bro. He was embarrassing
He
niggas, bro.
moved a lot, like he was
Dog's
6'7".
prime, bro. Dog's prime was, bro. Come on, man.
He was, no, some bullshit.
We ain't know which way he was looking.
Why you keep
That
going
nigga-
off the backboard? We seen him doing the All-Star game, then we seen him doing the real game.
Bro, he just started
You know,
going
he's
ham
going
with
on
that.
the
He
break,
just started doing
going
so
off the backboard,
frequently and
nigga.
shit.
And then stupid up.
Yeah, he was embarrassing.
Keep going. Keep the thing with Kobe. Besides Shaq, name 5 NBA players you would have loved to see the Kobe team up with any eras. See if we can run through this really quick. And number 5 for me would have been a hell of a backcourt if they would have played together, both of them in their prime. Penny Hardaway,
Ouch.
Penny and Bean.
Yeah,
Ouch.
that would have been.
Who you
nice.
got at number 5, Hendo?
CP3.
Ouch,
Ooh,
me too.
CP3.
It was set up to happen, so yeah. Yep.
I like
I'm seeing that.
That
IQ,
would've
IQ,
been
yeah.
nasty work.
Yeah. That's too much IQ.
D Rose and Kobe.
Man, I tried to put that on the
Ooh,
list.
okay,
I
okay.
couldn't put it on the list. I tried to put
Okay.
it on the
I
list.
like that. And number 4 for me,
That nigga's cold again.
Kareem.
Mm.
Kareem and Kobe. 2 motherfuckers is not gonna play no games. Kareem gonna read his newspaper. Kobe gonna motherfucker be in there working. Like, that is good. That is nasty work.
Yeah.
You talk about inside,
Yeah.
outside.
Yeah, they on some militant shit.
They on some super militant
these
shit.
niggas, dog. They
They on some
I-
super
nobody
militant
all business, you know what I'm
dog.
saying? Straight up.
It's
both of them,
all
you know what I'm saying?
business all the time,
That's a
dog.
problem. That's a problem for
Dog,
years.
that is a
You know
problem
what I'm
for
saying?
years.
I got one
Hendo, who
question.
you got? What's
What the fuck?
Are they? Is Kobe still on the Lakers, or is Kobe able to go to these
up? On
teams?
the Lakers.
Okay.
What
No, I'm
does
just
matter?
asking.
Hold on, what are you
No,
talking about?
because like
Right.
if I got to see Kobe go to if I got to see
No.
Kobe go to the
No, with the Lakers.
Golden State, nigga, hell
No,
yeah,
it's on the Lakers.
it's
No,
on
you
the
got
Lakers, so we
number
only got
4.
one player. Alright.
Tim Duncan.
I like that.
Me too.
I like
Yeah,
Duncan.
Tim Duncan.
I like that.
This is my list.
I
Hold
know your
on.
list already.
Oh,
bro.
no, do you
got,
know my
son?
list, nigga?
Number
I do.
4.
I seen
You
it.
better not know my list.
I fell short.
Blake
You
Griffin.
ain't got my list.
Blake Griffin.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Blake Griffin.
I'm gonna put Millie for that one.
So you stupid as hell. At number 3, man, you talk about 2 psychos. Kevin Garnett.
Ouch. Me too.
Kevin
I
Garnett.
said that there too.
Number 3,
That's
KG.
crazy.
KG.
I really did.
Yeah, KG.
Yeah, that.
When they was going against each other in the finals,
Dog.
going crazy. They both dogs, but they
get
played
them
together.
2 psychos
Yeah.
together. Oh my God,
These
that's
niggas got my
gonna be fun.
exact same fucking list.
And put
You got
Kenya-
my
put
exact same
Kenya-
fucking list,
Don't
right?
worry about what I
Put
got.
Kenya Martin and
Yeah,
son of
don't
them
worry about what
motherfuckers
you got
is
now.
nuts. Stuff, what you got?
Yeah,
Number
man.
3.
Yeah, man.
Y'all mean? Okay. Y'all mean?
Yeah.
I would've
Yeah.
interested
Give
to
him
see how that
a
worked.
hey,
That's who somebody y'all needed to actually put him over the top if he would have stayed healthy.
somebody who passed you the
Yeah.
ball because you.
No, somebody's gonna push him.
Yep.
Number
Hey.
2,
But
For
he's
me.
gonna pass him the ball regardless.
LeBron James.
Ouch. I thought
LeBron
about
James
that.
and Bean.
I
Yeah.
thought about him and D Wade. Well, yeah, okay.
Who you got him though?
Ah, man. It was a tough one right here coming down to this one. Because I wanted to go Joker.
Ooh, okay.
Ooh.
That's why it's tough, man. Because I feel like, man, him and Joker,
love
Game
that.
is over. The game-
We're playing
That
a
is
different
so
game.
unfair.
That is.
That is
a different
unfair.
Yeah.
Kobler, Serbian over the summer.
Oh,
They
no.
talking Serbian. Oh, that is nasty
No.
work.
That's ugly.
That is
That's
nasty
ugly
work.
as a bitch.
You can put anybody out there with them two.
Man, for real.
Anybody, dog. That's nasty. I love that pick. Who you got, Bill?
That was ill.
Number 2.
I got KD, man.
Yeah, Durant.
I got KD.
You want 50 or 60 tonight? Which one? It's up to you.
I mean, 50 is finna happen every night with these guys.
Dog.
They
Dog.
finna get 50 points by mistake.
Dog.
They mess around and have 50 by halftime. The two
Dog.
of them combined. Like,
Dog.
yeah, it's gonna be 60 and 70 point nights with them.
Oh, no, I'm talking about for each one of them.
Oh, this nigga, oh, 50. Oh, yeah.
They taking practice
Yeah,
shots at
yeah.
that point.
Yeah.
It will be a dumbass night when they get 80 points or some shit, 90 points.
Who you got, Stub?
Number 2,
Yeah.
Giannis.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh, two psychos. Two
Yeah.
psychos.
Yeah.
Yeah. Make him work on that jump. He gonna make him work on
Yeah,
that
that's
jump.
I gotta rely on you.
That's
Yeah,
psycho
that's
behavior right there.
That's
That's
nasty.
his
bro.
finest.
Number 1 for me, I went with Tim Duncan, bro. I
Mm.
always want to see them two team up. Tim Duncan working with Kobe Bryant, like dog. Tim quiet psycho.
Yeah.
He gonna put in that work. You don't gotta ask me. I ain't shot, nigga. Like
I'm trying to tell you.
dog, he wins more rings with Duncan than he will with Shaq.
Oh, guaranteed.
Yeah.
Oh, they lock up the dynasty.
Guaranteed.
Don't even matter who the rest of the team is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mr.
that makes a lot of
Fundamentals
sense.
Put
himself.
Robert Horry around them niggas, it's over.
We going with that.
Sure. I don't even feel like. How was y'all holiday out there?
Happy Thanksgiving.
I'm not even gonna. Sure. Moving right along. 10 questions, man.
Oh, my number 1?
My
Oh, yeah,
number one.
right.
Oh, your ball for who you got?
You only did your number one.
Right.
Mine's a two-way split, man. It's between D Wade and LeBron.
Okay. I get that.
See, I ain't gonna say nothing when I do that, y'all.
Nah, 'cause I already did it.
I ain't gonna
Bam
say
had 30 on a 1 per question.
Yeah, Joe did.
I sure did.
I came back to 20.
So I'll be goddamn if I can't have my two-way. I had wrote that down mentally already. That was gonna happen. That came through 2 days prior too.
Yeah.
So
I'm
now,
not doing that shit. I do that shit all the time.
that.
Nah, but mine's Jordan. I would have loved to see that.
Yeah, mine was Mike too.
Mike.
Yeah, while we talking about pushing niggas in the locker room.
Oh,
them
man.
two niggas,
Well,
like,
they would've
pushing
punched each other.
behind the
They
scenes.
punching the shit out of each other.
Oh man, it's just really keep
hey,
niggas
no,
at work,
they,
man.
Hey,
Crazy
they,
amount
they don't
of
even punch each other.
will.
They just take it to the dice table.
Dog.
Yeah.
Put that 50 up on that dice. Come on,
Dog.
nigga. We finna play nickels.
These niggas will fuck around and have
You ready to
100
pitch these
points.
quarters, nigga?
Nah,
Dog.
niggas, those
Split
niggas
up
would be
in one
sleeping in
game.
the gym, dog.
Them
They
niggas
be
will
sleeping
score
in
100
the
points by
gym.
themselves, nigga.
They would.
They be betting free
I watched
throws.
Jordan
First to miss.
score 50 and 40 in a game.
I'm trying to tell you.
That was in Denver, I think.
I'm trying to tell you, Mike
they
and
was
Kobe
down.
will score 100 points
Yeah.
one game if they play for years.
The Bulls was down about 40.
If they was both in
Hey,
their
let's be
prime or
honest.
some shit, nigga.
LeBron's
No,
a better
bro.
scorer than Pippen.
Yeah, a little bit. Just a little bit. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. 10 players, man. Speaking of LeBron James, this week, 10 players who would have amassed similar, if not better, numbers than LeBron James if they stayed healthy and played as many games as him. This is gonna be interesting, man.
Yeah,
Let's
it
try to
is.
run through it. Let's try to run through this really quick. Number 10 for me, I'm going with Luka Doncic. Luka's gonna amass some stupid numbers if he plays as long as LeBron. He's
Okay.
already giving you down to like 28, 8-8 as it is now. So yeah, if Luka play that long, he's gonna pass some of those LeBron numbers, man. I went with kind of versatile guys, but number 10, who you got in there?
Tatum. Jason Tatum. If he plays for as long as Dog does, and he puts
He
up
gonna
these
put up
numbers,
big
because he has all them
numbers.
playoff. They always go into the playoffs.
Yes.
That's you have in order to
Yes,
in
Yeah.
order to tackle a Lebron James
He gonna
stat,
get
you have to
another
be
ring
going to
or
the
two.
playoffs, and you have to be going there consecutively.
Yeah, he gonna get another ring or two. That Celtics team's gonna be a piece of shit to get out in the playoffs. They gonna be tough. They just shoot lights out, and they experience, and they all in their prime. I love that pick. Who you got number 10?
Shit, I got Penny, man. Penny all the way.
Oh yeah, you can't go wrong there. At Shaq can tell you Penny was just as good. He say out the gate Penny was cold. Say it took Kobe 2-3 years. Penny was cold out the gate. Stub, who you got? Number 10.
Yeah,
Who?
yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, if he could have stayed healthy.
If he could have stayed healthy,
Yeah,
he was a
good.
force.
Yeah.
He would have
Right.
amassed LeBron James numbers,
Blocks,
rebounds, assists.
Well, rebounds, blocks, because he would have assists. You forget he can pass, he can shoot. He had a midi.
Isn't
He
on
didn't
my-
just have
Am
a
I
dunk.
smoking this stuff? Am I smoking this stuff?
Am I wrong?
Absolutely.
If
Y'all me?
he played as long as LeBron James was healthy.
Absolutely. LeBron
Oh,
averaged 27
shit.
in a
Yeah,
career. That's just points. That ain't
Hurt most of the time he was in the NBA.
Let
From
the
the moment
man.
he got there.
He said that man said what he said, nah.
Okay,
Okay, my man said what he
if he
said.
did get hurt, think
That's
about
that
it.
man
If
number
he-
now.
if his
I'm gonna
career,
let it go.
Nah,
I'm
if
gonna
Let it go.
if he had the help
Let
of
it
LeBron,
go.
Let it
the
go.
story.
I don't agree.
You don't agree?
I don't agree.
And Yao
I'm gonna
Ming
let it
didn't
go.
even
Let
play.
it
Like,
go.
so you
Yeah,
gotta
you
think
gotta
about it. When
keep
did
it
Yao
moving.
Ming come into the league? He didn't come
Hey,
into the
that's
league
your
at
number,
18.
man. Number 8.
He didn't come
Omar.
in the league at 18.
What number we on? What was that?
I only did 9.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
got
that was
some
a
9.
9?
Yeah, we on at 9.
That was
yeah,
your 9?
Yeah,
That was not.
God
You
damn.
got
All
a
right.
9?
Get that out
Well,
of
no,
the way.
that was.
Who'd you have a 9?
I had Penny.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
right.
that's not.
Oh no, I did 10.
No, that was
My
you
9.
did 10.
That's 10. That's
Grant
10.
Hill?
Yeah.
You said, okay, I'm
No,
not.
that, so that's
Y'all
we
been-
had 10.
Okay, 10.
That was
okay.
my 10. Yeah.
Okay, number
Oh, this is
9,
fun.
we're going for me. I said Larry Bird.
Oh, okay.
Larry Legend.
Okay.
If he plays that long, absolutely. Who you got,
Let me
Hendo?
think this list.
Ant-Man. I'm gonna put the early guys up there first, man. Ant-Man. But he gotta start going to them playoffs more. If he can keep coming, if he can continue to start coming to them playoffs, he's the type of guy going. He's still young.
His playmaking has gotten better, but rebound would be my
Ah,
issue. He's
Cat
smart.
gone though, so maybe there's opportunity for more rebounds right now. That's a,
Julius a double-double for sure.
yeah, he is. Can't get away from
Stub. Who you got, number 9?
Shit. I say Larry Johnson, too.
Hey, that's you, man. Let's go.
Not bad. Top 3 favorite players all time. I had his jersey signed. Bills, who you got?
Shit, man. I give you Luka, man. I give you
Okay.
Luka. His numbers gonna be stupid.
This is number stupid. Number 8, Jokic. Yeah, he played as long as LeBron. Similar, if not better. Yeah, Jokic, bro. Problem.
Yeah, those numbers crazy.
Hendo, who you got?
Number 7,
Yeah.
Giannis.
Yeah, Giannis put some numbers.
Easy.
Yeah,
That's an easy.
yeah.
Giannis put some numbers.
Yeah. Y'all helping me with my list, by the way. My list was gonna be short. I had like 2 more motherfuckers, but now I have to say these people's names.
Who you got?
Correct, you do.
Yeah, that was gonna be the funny part about my list, because I don't feel like nobody is able to put up these numbers like LeBron. You know what I'm saying? That's why I had to make the argument I made earlier, as far as him being top 3 or whatever, because he is that dude. And to end up with all of these stats is crazy as shit. And it's only a few motherfuckers that ever played to me that missed their calling to put up those type of fucking
But the whole
stats.
thing is like,
But y'all telling me some other motherfuckers that's very interesting right
but
now. that I
even
gotta
right
put
now,
on this.
listen, this is the whole thing. There's anything that any stat and dog can get right now, other than a ring. Well, that's not going to affect any budgement on that list. Is what I'm saying.
Something.
He at where he at. That's what I'm
That's
saying. He can win all these extra achievements he want. In other words, he's still going to be where he at on my list. That's not going to change unless he get in the ring.
He was
Some
some
people,
problem,
bro.
I get it. I
You
get
had
it.
to go through him every year in his prime.
That was
He
cool,
was
but a lot of
somebody you had to
motherfuckers
be- if
beat
you
and
wanted
went
to
through
win the
them.
ring-
Pause.
If you wanted to win the ring, you had to worry about that nigga.
Them niggas went
Every
through
year.
them niggas. What you mean they was beating
Not
them?
many motherfuckers went through him. He was in the
No,
finals. 10
many
times,
men. Like,
in a row and
motherfucker,
shit,
hey,
nigga.
50
Like,
Cent.
He was
Many
amazing.
men.
Ask DeRozan and motherfucking
Came
Lowry
and
and them
seen
motherfucking
him.
Toronto, how they felt about this nigga.
Number 7.
That's it.
I'm
I
going
gotta see him in the
with,
finals. They like, this easy work.
Number 8.
Number 8 for
Yeah,
me,
we're on top.
well, number 8 for me would be Kawhi.
Kawhi.
Yeah.
Yeah, if he stays healthy.
If he stay,
put up stupid.
if he stay healthy, it'd be Kawhi.
Yeah, he put up stupid numbers. Number 7 for me, I'm actually going with David Robinson.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I gotta go.
I just don't think too many. He was. I guess he was injured.
Yeah, he got injured because we figured them 2 championships. He wasn't. Only reason why they got Duncan is because he got hurt.
Right.
Yeah, but
I
David.
thought he played a long time though. He did.
Right.
He just
85.
He ring back, man. He came back and won his rings.
Yeah, he got 2.
He got
85 to 99. He played. Yeah, 14 years. That's like 14 years. Well, hold on. When did he come? No, he ain't coming. No, 85. What I'm talking about? He came in 90. When did he come in?
89.
90.
Was it 90 or 89?
80,
89, 90, wasn't it?
89, 90.
Yeah.
He
Okay.
played 14 years.
Yeah.
Because
But you figure
Robinson got dunked in what, 80, 86 or 87?
4 of those years he was hurt. More than
Okay.
that.
Okay. And 6 more years. Okay. All right. Yep.
You
Dave.
figure he play as many games
Later.
as
Yeah.
LeBron does. He for his career and those dismal seasons, he's still for a career average 21, 11 rebounds, 3 assists, 1.4 steals, and 3 blocks.
This nigga LeBron played
So
like
maybe
28
not the
seasons, so-
assists, but you figure points and rebounds, and he played just as long healthy.
And then he'd have been in the block category that's different than LeBron will be in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then his healthy years, he gave you 29.8.
Wendy's about to
27%.
kill all them damn block stats. This shit is over.
Yeah, that shit is ridiculous.
That shit is done.
Who'd you have number 7?
It's a countdown. That shit got
Number 7 for me, I had to go with. I say Westbrook.
Okay.
That's valid. But Westbrook just as old, keep going too. Them niggas got the same records.
At number 6, I went with T-Mac. If he played just as long as LeBron, I think his numbers would be, if he was healthy, I think he would match very similar numbers to LeBron. Who you got him though?
What number we at?
Number 6.
Paul George.
That's a possibility.
He's one of those guys
All
who can
around.
do all the shit that we mentioned, plus get steals and get blocks. Do mind you, when he was playing with the Pacers, he was leading the league in steals at one point. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he ended that year with the most, but he was in the top 3 for steals that year.
I like
That man is an amazing
Yeah,
two-way.
he all the fame.
When healthy, if that motherfucker wouldn't have broke his motherfucking leg, the Olympics.
Yeah.
He-
He was on the verge.
Exactly. That's what we'll always say. He was on the verge.
24.
Jonathan Bender.
That was valid.
Nice.
Mhm.
Indiana Pacers, and I don't even fuck with them boys, but
I like that.
Oh,
I
nice.
like that. Kids out there, Google Jonathan Bender, one of the greatest what ifs of all time, was ahead of his time. 7 feet could absolutely do everything.
Yeah.
When I say everything,
3.
everything. It's crazy. Who you got, Stubbs? Number 7.
This is my number 6.
I'm number 6. Excuse me.
Uh,
Who that?
Me.
Magic.
Who that?
What's the mystery about?
Magic work.
Shaq Carter.
Magic.
Number 6.
Yep, Magic.
Magic. Okay.
That's a good
I'm
one.
not mad at that. Number 5 for me. I gotta go Wemby. Excuse me, Magic. Magic.
Ugh.
Magic.
Magic, yeah. I put it
The
in
hell
twice.
got him.
Okay.
Magic.
That's an injury.
Yeah. But no, if Magic would have played as long as LeBron and not miss as many games, his assist numbers would be fucking ridiculous. And a lot of people forget he was.
That's all I think.
Who you got? My fault, fam. You got number 5 and
D Rose.
Okay. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm going Larry Bird.
Yes, sir. Larry Legend.
That nigga's back fucked up. I need to back you out of me.
Yeah, he need to back
Yeah,
out.
not anymore.
But you got Stubb. Number 5 players would have amassed just as good as numbers LeBron James if they would have played if not better.
Tracy McGrady.
Yeah, I agree. I got Mac on there. And number 4 for me, Victor Wembanyama.
Mm-hmm.
He played 20 years.
Yeah.
And he gonna beat a lot of.
This is gonna be ugly.
Yeah.
That blocker record will be stupid. I'm thinking about that one first. That's the first one to fall. That's a deal.
It's gonna be stupid, but I don't know how official it's gonna be.
Yeah, as far as what now?
Because of Will Chamberlain. Because motherfucker said this nigga averaged a quad double.
Yeah.
For seasons. Yeah. A quad double.
That's tough.
And he still had
For
high steals.
seasons, dog.
And he still had high steals too.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
he was
dog,
a threat.
that height is crazy, man.
Yeah.
That height is crazy. So I don't know how official that should be either, but
Bro,
the
he's
record
so
as it
much fun.
stands.
He's so much fun to play with. Paul's on 2K. I got a season with him. Dog, oh my God, he's ridiculous. Who you got number 4, Hendo?
Allen Iverson.
Man, dog.
If
Like
healthy,
healthy in his prime.
The
All
only
the-
thing he'll be able to get is the
Because
points
he
and
was still
steals.
fucking them
Points.
up.
The points.
There
and
was
bruh.
so many points.
that's the
Yeah.
point.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
Yeah,
the
but
point.
the rebounds is where
When
he
he was
lacked.
a scoring champ, he was like over 30 points
Yeah.
a game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's been a few motherfuckers, like no offense to LeBron, but he was consistent with his 27. He's 27 points a game for 20 years. But if you look at it, Allen Iverson at 30 points for 20 years.
That's different. It's
You know what I'm
different.
saying?
It's from a number on the point stand wise and what
There's
he
so
can give you.
many more points.
Where a LeBron can consistently give you a 20 and 10, AI can probably give you a 30 and 10 assists too. And that's where, you know what I'm saying, that's 20 points and 10 rebounds that LeBron can give you with 8 assists. But you know AI on a good night could probably give you 36 to 40 with 10 assists on top of that. Well, maybe a couple steals, and maybe a rebound or two in there and a snuck in.
Yeah, that's tough, bro.
LeBron a whole different
Who
animal.
you
man.
got,
It's hard to
Bill?
even compare anybody to this nigga. Number 2. You said number 2?
No, we're number
3,
4.
3.
4.
Oh, 4,
Yeah,
4, 4. Yeah,
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 four.
my bad.
Shit, I'm going Mike, man. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Mike
tough.
took too many breaks and he still only played like what 13 years or some shit.
Yeah.
If this nigga was in his prime, he playing like
And actually
that.
tried to play every game like he needed points.
And actually was like competing for a championship. That's the difference though too. Like LeBron is on a team. He always try to assemble motherfuckers around him when he trying to play to win. Man, Michael's putting up like 23 a game. They on the Washington Wizards, man. This is like the worst team in the league. He chose to be here because the ownership said that they're gonna give him a stake in this shit. They reneged on that. You know what I'm saying?
Can't
Like,
be a
man,
player
come on, bro.
I
I'm
mean, a
just saying,
player owner.
like, this is a whole different scenario. You know what I'm saying? And he wasn't in shape like that because the nigga retired again. This scenario is
Look,
if
it's still giving
motherfuckers
you
are
buckets.
in shape and in their prime, if they in shape and played the whole time for 20 years, yeah, Michael Jordan actually should be number 1, but
Right.
I had a short list.
No, you ain't wrong. You're wrong. Stubbs, who you got?
For number 4,
Yeah.
Jaylen Brown.
That's valid. I'll go with that. That's an MVP candidate. That's a motherfucking MVP of the finals. Yeah,
He
I'll
already-
go with that. No,
If
no,
he
that's
played
valid.
20 years.
If he plays at this rate right now, the prime, yes,
Yeah.
and they're going to,
'Cause he
they're
putting
going
the
to
points
finals, they're
up.
going to playoffs.
He
they're-
getting rebounds and
He doing all that.
They passing
He
shit
doing
off
all
the ball,
that. He
yeah.
doing all that. He doing all that. You know?
It won't be as much as LeBron, I don't think, but it's comparable.
Yeah. Number 3, I went with Giannis. I thought that was pretty easy.
Yeah.
I had to go with Giannis. Hendo, you got
What number?
3.
3.
Number 3, Joker.
Yep. Joker. This is make sure shit
Giannis.
not fucking around with
Giannis.
y'all.
Yeah,
Giannis.
you can't go wrong with either. Number 2, Will.
Cats off the bag is Joker for me at number 2.
Okay.
I'm making this list up as we go now. 'Cause my list was short for
That
one
2
reason.
for me
Yeah.
was Magic.
Magic.
Mhm.
I got Will.
I see all these guys.
I got Grant Hill.
Grant Hill. That's my number 1, y'all.
I got Will Chamberlain with you at number 1.
I got
Yeah.
Grant Hill at number 1.
I got Will Chamberlain.
Okay.
And the only reason I had Grant way down at the bottom of the list,
Mhm.
I had a list of like 4 motherfuckers. because there's only a few people that, in my opinion, can really.
Versatile.
Yeah, it's Penny Hardaway, Grant Hill, Michael Jordan actually was that versatile. You know what I'm saying?
What about Sean Livingston?
I thought about him too, but absolutely not.
No.
And Will Chamberlain.
You want to know who else I thought about putting on the list? He would have amassed a lot of numbers. He did a lot stat stuff for Paul Pierce.
I thought about Paul Pierce and Oscar Robertson.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I thought about a couple.
Tracy,
guys.
my number one.
Tracy.
T-Mac?
Yeah.
Tracy.
He got to be my number one.
I wish the
Just
Goods would have stayed
because
in
of
his
the
prime.
dynamic of his game, the height, what he was capable of
But
doing,
just
how
like
he
that.
played defense, the fact that he was able to put up 11 points in 8 seconds. Like, this man was amazing. This man knew how to play both
actually.
sides. The IQ was high.
Actually.
Like I said, you never knew which way his eyes was looking. You couldn't even defend this man.
I like that.
Dead ass. This nigga was
Yeah,
he had
big
mantis
smalls.
eyes.
Chill.
He had
chill,
mantis eyes.
chill.
Them motherfuckers is here and here. 10 and 3.
10 and 3.
Him and
No,
Biggie.
no. But
I'm right there with you.
hey man, I love everybody listen. Who you say your number one?
My number one was MJ.
Mike, yeah, you can't go. Yeah, MJ all motherfucking day. I love this, man, the Kobe episode, but man, it's that time. Tell these people what time it is, Bill.
Trade your motherfucking self.
It is time to trade yourself. This is basically a nice way of telling somebody F you. You know what I'm saying? We normally try to keep it with sports figures. Brett Favre, the welfare queen, Denver Nuggets, Mike Malone, you know, their head coach. But it's a nice way of telling somebody, fuck you, kiss my ass in a nice way. It can be your husband, your wife, your co-worker, somebody, maybe a MAGA family member that came Thanksgiving or something like that. You ain't gotta cuss them out. You just look at them and you say, "You sir, ma'am, avocado's finna be $10 an avocado."
Damn.
Trade your goddamn self, because you don't want Hector over here. But moving right along, man. Who need to trade themselves for y'all?
Man, I gotta start off by saying I love the cup, the in-season tournament, formerly known as the in-season tournament. You know, currently known and referred to as the Cup, the NBA Cup. I love this shit, man. I love the floors and shit. You know what I'm saying? That shit's dope. But in honor of Kobe, since we doing this show, niggas ain't hanging no motherfucking
No.
conference banners up in this motherfucker. Niggas hang championship banners. So that in season shit.
That in season shit can go.
Jay,
Yeah, man.
come get her.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna keep it
Move.
real. That in season shit, man, it is dope.
Move.
Get motherfuckers something to play for.
Go.
The games are more exciting.
Get over there.
But yeah, same point in time, man. Yeah, man. I mean, I don't know what you're supposed to do with that. Like the trophy. Like, what do you do? Where do you put it? Like
In the locker room.
showcase. Like
That shit gonna rock.
You showcase
you
that
like
shit,
almost
you win
embarrassed
it,
and like,
and you put it in
come
the
on,
locker
man.
room.
Come on, bro. This ain't. I don't even know where you put that shit
In the locker room.
in the locker room.
Right by the bathroom.
It gotta be somewhere like that. It can't be on display anywhere where it seems like you're proud of this shit. Don't put this shit on the metal and no shit. This is ridiculous.
What did you trade yourself this week, stuff?
Me for not realizing I should have threw Kobe in at number one in that last segment.
Yeah, he definitely traded.
That's right, in his prime. Though.
And it's
I kept thinking,
Nobody threw Kobe in
yeah,
that
right.
at
But I
all.
kept thinking because we seen him play 20 years. And he wasn't.
That's
my soul.
But it wasn't his prime years though.
Right.
It was
And
his
then he had
prime
to-
years.
I didn't really put him in that
That
because he
Achilles.
did play 20 years, and in fact he did play most of it.
Yeah, you know what I'm
And
saying?
he
That's
still
why I
put
kept
up
him
close
off the
to
list.
LeBron numbers.
But all those years wasn't his prime though. We talking about just their prime years though. Yeah, Kobe's a fucking monster. He should definitely be on the list.
I don't see nothing wrong with it. Who you got here though? Who you trade yourself
Oh shit, Matt Eberflus, man, for how the fuck you had to go out, man. That shit was terrible, Mom. For you not realizing that you need to do something, call a timeout, get a play, a play or two, something in. And the fact that you stood there looking goofy and shit the whole time, watching all that time going on, while your rookie QB looked baffled as shit because it's hard for him to hear because they loud as fucking Ford Stadium. You had to trade yourself.
I said immediately after that game, this was the game that was gonna cost you your motherfucking job. Whether it was gonna be when we got back or at the end of the season, that was gonna be it. And sure the fuck shit. Guess what? Your ass ain't had no motherfucking job, man. You know, they wanted to fight. They let them get to O'Hare. They stopped at the gate. But hey, Matt, E. Yeah. Man, they said, yeah, man. They said, "Oh, you come back over here. We got your shit in 4 boxes."
Right here.
His room is clear.
Just flus on it.
Nah, they said ex-coach.
Yeah.
Ex-coach.
Man, but like I said, you had to trade yourself after that, man. That shit was
Trade
pathetic, man.
myself. I'm going to go ahead and jump on that who need to trade themselves. I said it at the beginning of the year, man, before the season even started. Get rid of Eberflus. You don't want to have Caleb going into a second season with a new head coach and a new staff. You need to try to build some type of chemistry with your head coach. You need someone that can reel them back. So I told y'all to let them go. And look what y'all done. Now we all motherfucking hurt. So hey, you need listen to me. Unless you get Vrabel, somebody like that, you have to get an offensive minded head coach. You need someone that's gonna build.
No. Let's go get Cliff. Somebody who know nigga.
Yeah,
you don't gotta build a rapport.
Somebody's gonna build out. We have a franchise quarterback.
Basically.
We need someone that's gonna help build him to the
Cliff.
top player that we all know he can
Get
be.
your winter jacket, dog.
But yeah.
You next up.
Trade yourself, man. Another great episode. 125 coming at y'all next week. We got to tell y'all, if you're in the La Crosse, Wisconsin area, please check out A Breath of Fresh, man, on the south side, Jackson Plaza. Our brother Focus that has all the latest kicks, retros in there, clothing. Also does great shoe restoration, man. Holiday season's coming up. You want to get your girls some new kicks. Ladies, you want to get your guys some new kicks. Check out A Breath of Fresh. Also, Fifth and King, our brother JV, man, The Closet. Check them out, man. Retro kicks are on deck, man. You don't have to wait for, eBay. And I've been seeing people getting their boxes stolen with Amazon.
Oh, man.
Go right to the source. Breath of Fresh, The Closet, Fifth and King, man. Lacrosse, shop black owned, shop local, man. Shop Hawaiian though. All that good stuff. But check it out. Also Saturday nights, man. You want to listen to some good Christmas music, man. I know y'all ain't got to work, so we got football tomorrow. Man, you might be up watching a movie or playing some family still might be in town. Y'all want to listen to some good music? Download that app, man. Bump that radio. Our brother Detroit Manuel trying to bring radio back like how it used to be, man. Download that app, bump your radio. We appreciate y'all as always. Hit that like button. Follow us on C Hendo on YouTube, as well as Old Head Sports Entertainment Podcast. Hey, man, it's got a great show today. I can't wait for next week, man. I'm your co-host, Omar, a.k.a. that dude, a.k.a. Mr. Rello. If you know, you know. I'm going to let these brothers do their outros, man. And Old Head's 124, man. It's a wrap.
Yeah, y'all too.
Yes, sir.
It's your man Hendo G, aka French Loaf, aka Mr. Honey Pack himself. What Mitch Fonsi say?
Man to be smoking that stuff.
Man.
We out.
Hit it. You ain't linked. That's what
You know what we here, folks. The whole head podcast. Yo, we